Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Bassotto, the M43 Bassotto. It's a Tier 6 Italian tank destroyer. It's located on the defending team of Redshire Assault, and this one is under the command of Wazwulf. Well, there's a variety of guns that you can actually have with this tank, so let's see which ones he's got. Well, it's saying 360 Alpha, and by my reckoning, a 360 Alpha means that it actually has the 100mm main gun. Okay, so that tells me which set of stats I've got to work against. Now, this little tank destroyer, I believe, was actually designed by the Italians. They only built 30 before the surrender, but the Germans liked them so much they carried on making them even after the surrender of Italy, and they called it the Stug M43. In fact, it is very much like a Stug, but with much more power. Much more power. I mean, even the 105mm gun, which actually goes on the Stug, is powerful, but these ones even more so. Okay. It's also very low compared to the Stug. And, oh, he's got a target straight away. Q2 takes a hit. And that is a low roll. Now he's just want to get the outline in the grass, and he gets another hit on another junior. I don't think that junior can see him. I don't think so. He's looking, but he can't see. And another hit. This time a high roll, 385. So he's racking up the damage, using that rock for cover as well. That guy's retreating. Unfortunately, the shell went to the left, the Q2 went to the right, and he missed it. Now, it hasn't got a very fast top speed, only 35 kilometers an hour. The armor on the front of the vehicle is fairly strong. It's only 75mm, but very weak on the sides. 45 on the sides, 35 on the rear, which means if you can flank one of these, you can tear them apart. It's that big alpha that really does make a huge difference. Okay. Where do we see anyone? No. So far, the enemy seems to be avoiding this area. Okay, Super Hellcat takes one hit. It's a low roll though, but he did get spotted, so he's going to have to pull back. The Bassotto, by the way, actually means a Dachshund, so it is actually a dog. They started development work in 1942, and they have one prototype which had a 90mm gun, one which had a 75mm gun with 110 Alpha, 90mm had 240 Alpha, and then of course then they had the 100mm one, and finally the 105mm one. Okay, so he's auto-aimed onto that Juno, but he takes it off to hit him in the turret, but he doesn't get the kill. The AMX AC-48 got the kill, but he's been spotted, so he'll have to move, and he needs to get into this dip. He's right up against the edge of the map in a second, and there's the enemy Arty. In this case, it's an M44 or a GW Panther. It's a Tier 8 game with Tier 6 tanks in it. Okay. And there's the Super Hellcat. It's a one shot. Auto aims on, gets the kill. Okay, so we're now going to go up behind the enemy and see how many of them we can take out, including the Arty, of course. We're 4 up on the enemy already because they lost a few in the assault. We might spot a few in the next few seconds. View range on this Arty is 360 meters. Oh, it's not an Arty, is it? No, it's tank destroyer. But anyway, it's 360 meters. Now the Burza might spot him as well, and okay, he's just checked to the left. It's always a good idea. You never know. You go around the corner, all of a sudden you find there's somebody literally behind you, shooting into your rear. Well, it looks to me like the Burza knows we're here and he's moving back, but that might not be the case. I didn't see Sixth Sense go off. And he's now in a position where he might be able to shoot into the enemy who are trying to take the cap area. And this could be fun. Now, gun depression, not so great. 10 degrees is what it's supposed to be. But there, I think he had a bit of a problem. Now, if he shoots through the wall, he will lose some of the penetration, but he should be able to get a shot through that enemy. He's aiming for the turret at the moment because the obstruction is showing the wall. Oh, he managed to dodge that, but he won't dodge this one if he stays where he is. The reload by the book for the 100mm, if I can remember correctly, because that's the 105. The 100mm, by the way, is 102, not 100. And the standard reload, 9.3 seconds. And he's blocked a shot from the Burza, wedged into the tracks, and he finishes the Burza off with 1 round. We're not showing the reload time, actually. I think that might be down to the fact I haven't updated Aslains. Okay, so we're now going after the G-Saw. Wait for that reload to go through. There's the G-Saw. It's the 1008, not the tank destroyer. Well, it is a tank destroyer. Now, does he want to go up against this on his own? He has got the Achilles behind him. Hello! Pump 1 in, but we're going to receive more than 1, and the G-Saw gets the kill. So, unfortunately, Wazwulf is now out the game. And we get to see the final shot. Yes, it is the G-Saw 1008, which is the autoloader tank destroyer, the British one. You can see, actually went in just underneath just on the lower plate. And he did get the pen. But this team is going to win now because there's only 2 enemies left. One of which is the G-Saw, the other one's the M41. And the M41's not going to survive very long, the Black Dog. There's 2 tanks after him. And that's just the G-Saw's turn. And of course, he's facing 2 attacks, one from an ELC. And, oh, no, that was cheeky there. He managed to ram the Type 62 to get rid of him. But now he's got to deal with the ELC. Now, presumably, the ELC is actually in reload. But he's on the attack team, so he is losing this regardless, because there's only 2 minutes 30 seconds now left on the cap, left for him on the game, 10-minute game. So if he doesn't cap, he's going to lose. Arty trying to help. Okay, so what happened there? Oh, it was the ELC that got a kill. I couldn't transfer over, so we couldn't see what happened with the kill, but he's gone, and it is a victory. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the first ace tanker for Wazwulf in the Bassotto. Yep, you can tell it's the first one he's had because he's got the scrolls underneath. He also got a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, and he got a 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. His win rate from that one, 6,867, which is super unicum and a bit more. Let's have a look at team score. Well, the highest damage in this game turned out to be the Black Dog on the enemy team, 2,918 hit points. He got the high caliber. Second highest damage went to Wazwulf with 2,853, so he wasn't that far behind. And third highest damage, well, that went to the G-Saw that actually did kill Wazwulf in the end, and he got a top gun in the game. So high caliber and top gun on the enemy team and on the attacking team. When it came to kills, we can see the high scorer was the G-Saw with 6 kills, including Wazwulf. And 3 kills went to the ELC 790. He got the winning shot of the game. And Wazwulf got 2 kills. So did the Type 62 and the Skoda T25. And only the GW Panther on the enemy team managed to get 2 kills. When it came to base XP, it's Wazwulf with 1,330. So that's a combination of the actual damage he did and the spotting. So very high base XP, I should say. The second highest was the ELC, managed to get 939, and then the Type 62 managed to get 915, but unfortunately he did get a rather embarrassing death because he got ram killed by the G-Saw backing up into him as he went round behind the guy. 15 shots fired, 10 direct hits, 9 penetrations, 2,853 hit points of damage, of which 1,468 were at more than 300 meters. He did a fair bit of damage right at the start of those Junus with shots at long range, but then he switched to doing short range work instead. 3 hits received, 2 penetrations, 1 non-penetration. Unfortunately, he was out of the game after the G-Saw dealt with him. 2 enemy vehicles spotted, 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 killed, and he got 1,473 hit points of spotting assist. On a premium count, he actually made 86,154 credits because he got a 65,000 credit completion, mission completion bonus, and he also took away 3,990 experience points as well. So congratulations go to Wazwulf for getting another first ace tanker, this time in the Bassotto. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.